What if the more you think about money, the worse you get with it? Sounds backwards, right? But here's the thing. Behavioral economists have actually proven this. Obsessing over money doesn't make you smarter with it. It literally makes your brain worse at decisions. Today, we're going to break down exactly why that happens and what to do instead. The scarcity trap. Let's start with a concept called the scarcity mindset. It's not just about being broke. It's about feeling like there's never enough, even when there is. Researchers Mullainathan and Shafir discovered something wild. When your brain fixates on financial fear, it hijacks your cognitive bandwidth. Think of your brain like a laptop. Scarcity is the app running in the background, consuming RAM, slowing everything else down. And the kicker? Their experiments showed that financial anxiety reduces your thinking ability to roughly the same extent as losing a full night of sleep. You're not broke, you're mentally exhausted. Here's what the cycle actually looks like. You fear losing money. So you overthink every decision. That drains your mental energy. So your decisions get worse, which creates more fear. Psychologists call the energy drain part decision fatigue. There's a famous study on judges. In the morning, fresh, rested, they granted parole more generously. By the afternoon, after dozens of tough calls, they just started saying no to everything. Not because the cases changed, because their brains ran out of juice. Now apply that to your finances. Every time you spend 45 minutes deciding whether to buy a 12 candle, you are burning through the same mental energy you need to make real financial decisions later. Your brain isn't protecting you. It's exhausting you. A lot of financially stuck people are actually very smart. They research everything. They calculate everything. They compare every option. And then they do nothing. Why? Loss aversion. Behavioral economists discovered that losing 100 hurts about twice as much as gaining 100 feels good. So the brain doesn't chase wins. It runs from losses. Which means smart overthinkers stay in jobs they hate. Avoid investing. Never start the business. Hoard cash. Not because they're lazy, but because to their brain, uncertainty feels like danger. And here's the wildest part. You can be a millionaire and still feel broke. Because scarcity isn't a number in your bank account. It's a setting in your brain. Morgan Housel puts it well. Financial success is less about intelligence and more about behavior. Okay, so how do you actually break out of this? 3 moves. Simple ones. Overthinkers wait for certainty that never comes. Here's the rule successful people actually use. Make reversible decisions fast. Make irreversible decisions carefully. That's it. You don't need perfect information. You need enough information to move. Automate the boring stuff. The fewer money decisions you make daily, the more mental energy you keep. Set up automatic savings, automatic investing, a fixed budget rule. Let the system decide, so your brain doesn't have to. This is why a lot of high performers eat the same breakfast every day. Same outfit, same routine. They're not boring, they're preserving bandwidth. Flip the question. Scarcity asks, how do I avoid losing money? Abundance asks, how do I create more value over time? One question puts you in survival mode, the other puts you in growth mode. Same bank account, completely different brain. So let's go back to where we started. What if the more you think about money, the worse you get with it? Now you know why. It's not a character flaw. It's your brain stuck in survival mode, running in circles, burning bandwidth, avoiding losses, calling it being responsible. The people who are actually good with money, they think about it less. They automate the decisions. They move on incomplete information. And they stopped treating every dollar like it's the last one on earth. Because here's the real trap. Obsessing over scarcity creates the scarcity. The moment money stops feeling like survival, that's when the brain finally gets smart enough to build something real. If this hit different, subscribe.